such bad luck you're doing your ankle in like that, Mrs. Jekyll.
Well, it's not as bad as when poor Mr. Jekyll tried to stop that runaway steamroller.
You can say that again.
Well, it's not as bad as when poor Mr. Jekyll tried to stop that runaway steamroller.
Good book, is it?
Oh, it is, Mrs. F. It's all about this man who breaks his leg and invites this woman into his home to look after him. And this woman steals everything he owns.
No.
Yes. And eventually, this woman has everything in the whole house, and that poor man has to go and live in a sewer.
Fancy that. Well, I better go and get you a few items of shopping, Mrs. Jekyll.
Right home, Mrs. Figgis.
I won't be long.
Oh, no rush, Mrs. Figgis.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Figgis.
Hello, Mr. Jekyll. Hello, Julia. Well, I must be off. Ta-da.
Bye-bye. What a wonderful woman.
And cheap.
She certainly is. There's something about that woman that I don't like.
Oh, you worry too much, Julia.
Mrs. Figgis has been a godsend, helping out around the house while I'm laid up with my ankle.
Good grief.
What?
Well, the ornaments, they've all gone.
Gone? Gosh! Do you know, yesterday it was that lovely picture of the little boy with a tear in his eye.
Yeah, and the other day it was the knives and forks. Hey, this is getting spooky.
Do you think there's a ghost in the house?
I think you ought to ask Mrs. Figgis.
Does she know about ghosts?
I mean, perhaps she took them.
Oh, Julia, what nonsense.
Absolutely. Anyway, I better go and buy some more knives and forks for our tea. Yesterday I got gravy under my fingernails. Won't be long.
I'm surprised at you, Julia. You usually think highly of everyone.
I'm sorry, Mum, but I say what I think. Do you mind if I go back to my experiment?
That elixir of yours is going to be marvellous when you've finished the work you put in.
I hope so.
Don't forget to change, love.
I won't. Not again! This time I must find the antidote. Let's hope this is it.
Get that, will you, Julia?
Drat! Here goes nothing.
Julia!
At last! Done it! Must write the formula down before I forget it.
Julia!
Oh, coming, Mum! Sorry, Mum. I just had to change back.
We've come to see the invalid.
Wasn't our idea. We were blackmailed.
I wasn't.
I was.
My poor Mrs. Jekyll, you must be so miserable.
Oh, not really. I'm enjoying my book.
Oh, let's have none of that being depressed.
I'm not.
We are here to cheer you up, aren't we?
Oh, we certainly are, Mrs. Jekyll. You right on down, groovy chick.
Can I have my book back? I'm really enjoying it.
Well, you won't need books after you've seen the treat we've got in store for you. Right on, Mumsy?
Right on, then.
Headmaster, do we have to go through with this? I know you caught me fiddling my mark book, but this is harsh punishment.
Hush, blister, old mister. This is good deed day.
We are here to entertain you with song. And to begin with, my son Memphis will give you his rendition of Tom Jones's finest classic. It's not unusual. Hit it, Memphis.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. When I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to find that I'm in love with you. Oh, 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 oh. I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honeybees. hold it in my arms and keep it company. I'd like to see the world for once all standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills, for peace throughout the land. That's the song I hear. Let the world sing today, a song of peace that echoes on and never goes away. I'd like to build the world a home. Everybody, clap your hands. La 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 la.
Oh, thank you.
Very good, very good.
And now from myself, a medley of songs from that well-known, highly popular, timeless musical, South Pacific.
Brilliant! Wonderful!
We started
Julia,
yesterday.
done anything yet?
It's such a pity you have to go so soon. This payment has made my mother feel so much better.
Perhaps you'd like me to finish South
Yes,
Pacific.
perhaps later when Alice yes, so she can hear better.
Yes, that makes sense.
Julia, I still haven't done my Wayne Fontana and the Mind Benders.
Thank you.
Have they gone?
Yes.
Oh, I thought my ankle was going to have a relapse.
I've just got to pop out and get some bottles of my elixir.
Is it finished?
It is now, but I've only got a small sample at the moment. I'm going to make some more when I get back.
Hello. I got you that shopping, Mrs. Jekyll. You off, Julia?
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Figgis.
Always on the go, that girl of yours. Well, I better be on my way after a hard day's work cleaning and scrubbing. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
We're back. What's that?
Mrs. Figgis.
Mrs. Figgis? What, she turned into a tea bag?
Oh no! Your bravery award! It's gone!
What?
Be brave, dear.
All right, okay, don't panic. Just don't panic. Panic, do not. It's just an extraterrestrial experience.
It's okay, Dad. Someone's stolen it. It had something important in it.
Oh, dear. Well, shall we call the police?
No need for that, Moira. Jerry Jekyll is here. And I have seen every police TV series ever made. If it has been stolen, then I will work out who did it.
It was Mrs. Figgis.
Not so fast. Now, first of all, I would need a list of everyone who's been at the house today.
Oh, well, there was Mrs. Rocket, Mr. Rocket, Mr. Blister, and those two Blister sisters.
And Mrs. Figgis.
No, we can strike her off the list.
Why?
Because she's the obvious culprit, and that's why it won't be her. Look, you watch any detective show ever made, and you'll see that the most obvious one is always the one who didn't do it.
Oh, Jerry, you're so clever.
Thank you, Moira. And that's why I'm not even going to bother with Mrs. Figgis. You mark my words, it's one of the others. See, the answer is to get all the suspects back here and reenact their actions while they were here. That way, I'll soon be able to spot the guilty party. Yes, it's the way all the best detectives on telly work.
Reenact their actions.
Of course.
But they were singing here for 3 hours.
A cover while one of them pinched my bravery award. Don't worry, I'll soon sort this out. You see, I'll watch how they react to my questions. I'll soon see who's guilty.
How much do you think it's worth?
About 50 pence.
50 pence?
75.
God, that Jekyll family are a real load of idiots.
Lucky for us.
All except that daughter, Julia. Real little know-all. Lucky she's out most of the time and only have to deal with her nitwit mum and dad.
My mum and dad are nitwits. And you are a pair of crooks. And I'm placing you under citizen's arrest. Now I'll trouble you to hand over that trophy and accompany me to the police station.
Oh, will you? Get her, Ethel.
Come here, you little sneak.
We'll show you what happens to police informers. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got you now.
You won't squeal on us when we've finished with you.
No, we confess.
I have brought you all here today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because one of you, or possibly more than one of you, has stolen my Steamroller Society Bravery Award from that sideboard there.
He's good, isn't he?
No, we never. We wouldn't want your original bravery award.
I must protest.
Ah, yes. I thought you'd protest, Lester Blister, alias Mustafa Peepy of Tottenham Avenue, Marrakesh.
Who?
Do you deny that you are also known as Mustafa Peepy?
Well, of course I do. I've never even heard the name.
Look here, Mr. Jekyll, man. This is becoming a heavy scene.
And as for you, Fingers Fred,
Fingers Fred?
don't think you can fool me. You were jealous of my bravery award, weren't you? As you entered the room, your eye fell upon it.
I never even noticed it.
Really, this has gone too far. Oh, I'm not going to stand here and be insulted a moment longer. I'm going to call the police.
Evening all.
It was quick.
Mr. and Mrs. Jekyll, we found your property in the possession of two crooks, a Mrs. Figgis and a pawnbroker accomplice.
Mrs. Figgis?
Well, knock me down with a feather.
How dare you accuse us falsely? Just for that, we won't come round here and sing for you ever again. Come, Memphis.
Well, I think you'll find everything there, sir. Madam?
How did you find them?
Was it their fingerprints?
No, sir, it was your daughter. She tracked Mrs. Figgis to the shop and called us in. By the time we got there, they were ready to confess everything. They kept asking us to save them from... from a monster who had threatened them.
A monster?
Yes, some big, ugly, hairy girl. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It's just the thought of it. I think I need a drink of water. Kitchen?
Just through there.
Thank you very much. some big, hairy, ugly monster with horrible teeth and eyes like an alien.
Was that the end of The Laughing Policeman? Now, coming up next today, we've got Record Breakers.